What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Canelo Alvarez and Ryan Garcia. Get this. Canelo claims that his comments for Ryan Garcia was only for constructive criticism and nothing more. Okay. And he says, of course, we know Canelo Alvarez has said that Ryan Garcia is wasting his talent and things like that, and he wants him back on track, and and he hopes to motivate the former WBC interim lightweight champion once he recovers from his recent surgery because he fractured his hand. Ryan surprised some within the boxing community by openly admonishing Garcia during a recent interview with Complex, but he didn't backtrack from anything he told that website when asked about his quotes following his grand arrival Tuesday for his super middleweight title. Alvarez hasn't spoken to Garcia since his comments publicly because he has been focused on Plant. This is what he said. He said, I haven't talked to him. No. Because he's just recovering from his surgery, Alvarez told a small group of reporters. But what I said about him, it wasn't meant in a bad way. It was meant to be constructive criticism. I want him to take it that way and get motivation to get back on track once again. Those are the words of Canelo Alvarez. Let me counterpunch. Like I told you guys, because I don't know if he talked to him or not when commenting about him to the world, to the boxing community or communities. And I don't like it. I don't think that Canelo Alvarez, because if we backtrack, okay, I don't think that it was cool for him to say that about Ryan and not saying that to Ryan first. Understand that, okay? Because if we backtrack on this same article, he says Alvarez hasn't spoken to Garcia since his comments because he's been focused on Caleb Plant, mind you, right? Now, then he says, I haven't talked to him because he's just recovering from his surgery. Well, I thought it was because you were focusing on Plant. Now you could have both, but then it's like, I think Canelo Alvarez shouldn't have said anything to anybody about a fighter that's in his gym. I don't care how high up you are. I don't care how you're looked at and viewed in. People are only going to look at that as either hating or that guy is going to look at you in a negative way, and he should. That was the wrong decision that he made. See, if it was the right decision, it would be no reason for Canelo Alvarez then to come back and say, you know what, I didn't mean that in a bad way. Okay? So, because that's how everyone took it. And then a man sitting up, healing, and then he hears like one of the guys he looks up to say some shit about, oh, he's wasting his talent, he's doing this, he needs to be focused, which he is. I agree with Canelo Alvarez. I just don't agree on how he did it. Okay, I think all those guys are doing the same shit. Teofimo, you can't fight one guy and then run off, say, oh, I'm the king and this, that, and the other. Fight the other guys. Fight them again or something. Like all those guys are doing the same shit. They need to fight the best, and they're not. Okay, and that's a waste of time. It is. Those guys will not stay young forever. So sitting around year after year after year, calling out people that you will never fight is wrong. But what Canelo did, how he did it, was wrong. Okay? Because now it's not clear on why he didn't tell Ryan Garcia what he told everyone else first. Okay, so you have to be accountable. But if I'm going to hold someone accountable, I'm also going to have to face that person and tell that person, yeah, man, I said this about you. But hey, man, I think you need to do that. But then it's already coming off in a negative light because it's like, yo, well, you already told everybody else. You don't have to tell me that shit now because I've already heard it from everybody else about what you said about me. That's not cool for a lot of reasons. It's really not. It's really not cool for a lot of reasons, and I don't think that he should have done that. You know what I mean? You do that first. Again, you look at AB, you look at Mayweather. You look at Adrian Broner and Mayweather. Mayweather did the same shit to Adrian Broner. I think he's trying to be rushed too much. I don't think that he's ready for this elite level. I think he's getting pushed a little bit too fast. I think he's too immature. He said those things, and then it pissed Adrian off, and it should. Now, I don't know if Ryan is, a red-blooded cat like Adrian Broner. You know what I mean? Because if he does come out and say, you know what, I don't like what Canelo did, I would respect that, because at least he's acknowledging, yo, that was messed up. You don't talk to me about me to somebody else, and I train, I work with you. I'm your co-worker, basically. These guys share the ring together. They share tactics and this, that, and the other. But then yet I hear that from somebody else and not you first. That ain't cool. And I told you guys when I did that other interview concerning Canelo Alvarez talking about Ryan Garcia that wasn't cool. And it ain't. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Canelo Alvarez playing damage control to Ryan Garcia. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.